Let's go.
No, 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 no.
How about your favorite bedtime story?
Hi there, and welcome to another conversation on Parents Corner, where we inspire you as a parent and bring on conversations where you can learn and learn from other people as well. On today's conversation, we are joined by Masika Muguro, award-winning gospel artist. I know she's not a stranger to many of you, and she's beloved by many people. Join me in welcoming Masi on Parents Corner. In that period where you're going through all these things, looking at your kids, and when things are going through a mom's mind, when things are going on in a relationship, in a marriage, it's near impossible to be 100%. It makes me wonder, how are you as a mom at that time when money was a rare occurrence and you're looking at your partner and he's driving you crazy for whatever reason?
Yeah.
How are you as a mother at that time?
I think for me, I was, when of course the first 3 months I was having the depression sort of like thing, what do you call it?
Postpartum depression.
So I didn't know until later that's why.
And it's a real thing, eh?
It was
It's a real thing.
It was real. And I was a good mother. Especially
I like that.
After they started to, smile. When they start responding, they bring you joy. You kind of forget all the troubles. So
Yeah.
I think that made me forget easily. So yeah, and then I had my firstborn and then immediately got pregnant. So, at 6 months, I had my other baby. And I think that at that time I thought, wow, okay, my plans. Because pregnancy for me came with eclampsia.
Wow, so you had to deal with that as
So
well.
I had to be on bed rest.
For people who have no idea what eclampsia is, how was it for you and what is it?
Eclampsia, I know it's a disease. I'm not a doctor, but I know I was my body was swollen. I know blood pressure was always up. My kidney, I don't remember. I don't like remembering. So
Wow.
yeah, so it was really tough. So we'd go to hospital quite a lot of times, and yeah.
At some point, were you on bed rest?
I was on bed rest throughout.
9 months?
No.
Almost 9 months?
My baby came, I think, earlier, 30 something, early 30 something, the second baby. The first one came on the 36th.
Right.
Which was okay. So it was scary because at some point the doctors were like, oh my gosh, people lose sight at this point of when your blood pressure is that high, when what. So everybody in my family was scared.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm grateful I got 2 babies, then I got to adopt 1 more. Yes.
How is it being an adoptee parent?
It's tough.
In what sense?
People don't talk about that much, right?
And we should, eh? Imagine all these children out here
So this
who deserve a
baby-
chance.
Yeah. This baby was a relative on the side of my husband. She was so dark like me. All my kids don't look like me. She looks like me. And she would come for holidays from Shags. She was living with her grandmother because her mom passed on. And so somehow she just fell in love with all of us. And then she'd come home and be telling people, I'm her mom.
Wow.
This is my dad. I'm like, oh my gosh. So somehow we kind of just fell in love. And noticed that if we don't take responsibility for this child will just, not have a good life. So we decided to take responsibility. And so it was tough, especially because this child had grown up in a different environment where she could get away with anything.
Grandmother.
And yes, and many other behaviors that were like, oh, so wrong. And I think also fitting in another family, especially because she came when she was 7. So we've been with her for the last almost 2 years. And changing, that kind of a person is tough. So it was hard for
How old is she now?
She's 9.
9, okay.
9 going to 10.
Okay.
It was hard, but I'm happy now.
What was the toughest bit? I can imagine you trying to discipline her and her telling you, lakini grandma angenichapa angesema hivi.
The best thing is my hubby is the disciplinarian.
Nice.
So he's the one who does a lot of the straightening people, and he's really tough. He's really tough. I'm like, wow. If he wasn't tough, I'd be the tough one, but you know, he does a good job. Let me be the nice one. Because so it's been easy for me with him doing it. I'm okay, and especially because she comes from their side. He understands their culture and the system.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. And your kids' reaction to the whole
They wanted the
adoption
baby all along.
Wow.
The parents were like, "Mom, no, we have to take her. We have to take her," and the pressure was real.
So when she came in, kids were happy.
Kids were happy, still happy.
Yeah.
And I think that's a blessing because my kids are very loving. Me, I'm loving, but I kind of take time.
To
make
warm up.
decisions. Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Parenting. How has parenting changed Mercy?
How's parenting? Wow.
Think about your other life and then now Mercy the
Let me
parent.
tell you, parenting sobers you.
That's a big word.
You know, I was in the salon yesterday doing these sister locks, and all the women there have children. I remember telling them, you know, they were telling me, when you don't have children, you're not this focused because they leave work at 10 and they're there by 6. And it's focused because they have kids and they have to, you know, make some money.
Yep.
And I think for me, also having kids made me more responsible, made me think of the future. I mean, when I was single and, you know, without babies, sometimes I'd, you know, let some things pass, things pass.
Yeah.
But now you think through projects, you plan, you know, you have a 10-year plan or, you know, a long plan. Okay, if you don't have, you're not badly off, though you are. And
So Mercy, you're a kind of a planner.
not really, but I've had to be. I've had to be more careful with life. More careful, even to learn how to handle things, nouns, you know. I feel like I grow better now when I have responsibility, and everybody does well.
Yeah.
Because even kids who have had to bring up their siblings, they are more responsible than the ones who had no responsibility. So responsibility helps you grow. So totally, it has changed my life.
It does. One, sober, and two,
Yeah.
Parenting helps you grow responsibility-wise.
Yeah.
You become more responsible. I mean, of course, this differs from person to person, but it should and it does.
But for me, that's what it did to me. Yeah, it changed my life for the good.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.